recording without telling somebody that you're recording. That just seems like a dick move.
Well, I mean, he became aware of it like within seconds because recording has started to pop up on my screen.
Oh, well, if we're going to do it that way. Welcome back to LA Noire, everybody.
Welcome back.
Hey, how's it going?
It's pretty good, yeah. Just welcoming you back to LA Noire. Apart from that, things are fine. Although, hang on, when we were last here, they weren't fine, were they?
No, they weren't. And I'm expecting that to probably continue. So we arrested a man for murdering his wife when he didn't actually do it. He was a dick, he was a domestic abuser, and a bad person. But he didn't murder his wife.
It was a crime he didn't commit. Like, I don't think either of them committed it. I think
no,
that's
the other option that we had was a pedophile who, other than being a pedophile, was not related to the crime at all, as far as we know.
Yeah,
also, that's actually not related to the murder. That's just related to a different crime that, for some reason, he's not...
Yeah, basically, I think if either of those people was intended by the narrative to be guilty, the game did not do a good job of selling it to us. So, my hope, and your vague recollection, was that there will be some other explanation. But
yes.
Right now, that seems to be an unsatisfying ending to that case.
And good. Not only is it unsatisfying, but like then we got yelled at for doing it wrong, which Look, there was no good option, and we still get yelled at for doing it wrong. I'm not happy about that.
Which is because they wanted you to pick a specific one of the bad options.
They wanted us to arrest the pedophile for doing it, which he didn't, but I don't know.
I don't mind that.
I would like to have a third option of neither of these fuckers are guilty. But, of course, then, like, that's a leap of logic that maybe they weren't prepared for players to make yet. So.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how you were meant to feel. We've talked before about... Let's go.
Sorry?
I guess let's get up to the next case. I'm interested to see how this one goes, because I feel like Homicide so far is developing interesting ways. We talked about before how I'm more willing to be owned by game designers. I think it is legitimate if the way a game makes you feel is bad. If it does it well. But feeling bad, of course, is bad. Yeah, I'll admit that.
Mirror Press Diner, huh?
Ah, Phelps.
Oh.
That is a diner.
I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing.
Oh god, that's right, his name is Finbar. You don't see people named Finbar anymore.
Holy shit, Rusty Finbar Rusty Yellow. So they did get a new one at the end.
Well, that's bad.
Sir? Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
The Mendez case? That was...
And you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
I think they've... but Phelps mentioned the Mueller case.
Couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another.
Why
It's interesting that Galloway clearly, he thinks that Phelps thinks the Mendez case was hokey, but it's the Mueller one that was, as Cole said. I wonder what
I think the Mendez case might be hokey as well. Like, it just...
The ending was sudden.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I know why Galloway keeps going on about it, because he mentioned it last case too, is because you didn't arrest the husband that time.
You have the address?
The Galloway thinks it must have been the husband. Yeah.
Okay.
You're kidding. Next one will be opposite Central Station.
So, I think they're both hokey, because, hey, wasn't there another...
Yeah. It means they can pop in...
I mean, it was never... The copycat aspect was not explained. Like, we just didn't even talk to Mendez.
Yeah. So what I would say is that, like, I would believe that one's just a fake case, and it's just, like, more convincing than the second one. The second one, we got down to it, and we're just like, neither of these guys really seems like they would do it. But
yeah.
We have to accuse one of them. The other one was just like, no, yeah, you can totally just... There was enough evidence to make me feel okay about it. Like, especially in the context of this is a crime video game, you're going to be solving crimes. And generally speaking, in these kind of games, or like TV shows and movies or whatever, you may not like the outcome, but they at least arrest the correct person. Or they arrest the incorrect person and then something happens and they get the bad guy at the end.
I think that is generally true of games. That is the expectation of the genre as a game genre. But the interesting thing is it's absolutely not the expectation of the narrative genre. Like, the idea of a just outcome where the criminal is correctly identified and sent to prison is not at all what happens in noir films generally. Like,
that's true. Yes, it's very
almost
noir
a
to fuck up.
Yeah. Usually all the questions are answered, but only for the viewers, and like major characters are left with tragedy or. Oh, hey, it's the coroner.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait.
This looks familiar.
Yeah.
And unpleasant.
Kiss the blood.
Kiss
BD.
the blood. BD.
Does that mean?
Black Dahlia. But
Oh.
I don't know what kiss the blood means.
The neck, the bruising, it's all very similar.
That's very bad.
Look, they've rendered like little flies buzzing away from the bloody wound. It's,
yeah. Good minor touches, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's a hot day.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Well, maybe she has a library card because it's good to read books.
Yeah, but like, why leave it there is his question, I think. Torn ring finger.
Look, the ring ripped off.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
There's no way these aren't connected, these three cases. It's too similar.
So, what happens next, I guess?
Sounds like Phelps has been saying, hey, are these really something else? And Captain Leary doesn't want to hear it.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
If this was not a noir game, if this was not a noir game and it was instead just like a run-of-the-mill, crappy cop show, I would say that the chief was the one doing it. He was just like, yeah, definitely. All these cases are totally unrelated. The DA loves them. The evidence is good.
All murdered.
I doubt he's an actual killer
messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a
The problem is, if this is really a serial killer, the problem is they're not stupid. Like, they've been leaving misleading clues, it seems like, if there's really a single killer. Which point to other people successfully. Which is a smart thing to do.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything else around here. I don't think there will be.
It's a coroner's van.
Here's some garbage.
Mister. Well, a library card is a good starter sort of clue to.
Yeah, but really all that's going to tell us is who she is. Which, I mean, that'll lead to other stuff, presumably. But...
The trouble is that, as before, there's no lead on who killed her. So all we've got to go on is, as in the last two cases, the woman's movement and like what happened to her, which might or might not be enough.
Blow to the head like the others. She was probably unconscious when strangled.
Huh. A bloodied sock. Okay, the killer is Kurt Schilling. That's a joke that I and Americans will get, but he was a baseball man. He pitched a game with a bloody sock. He's an asshole.
Oh, I see.
You may recognize him from his work on Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. He owned 38 studios. And defrauded the state of Rhode Island from several $1 million.
Yeah, that was a bad business plan and a bad game and a bad move, but my understanding is he was good at football.
Baseball. And he was a good pitcher, but he was almost good enough to be a Hall of Famer. But he's too much of an asshole, so he's probably not going to get in. And he continues to be a bloviating asshole on Twitter, specifically about Donald Trump and other things. Also, we got a first name. I don't know...
It was the same as the name on the library card, Antonia in both cases. We know it's an Antonia.
I thought this was a bag of money, or a thing of money for some reason. I was just like, oh, a box on the ground. It must be money. No, it's
that would be
money.
Nice. A box full of money.
I mean, it'd be suspicious. You'd just be like, what the hell's going on here?
Jeez, there's so much blood.
A bloodied shoe. That's Phelps.
That
what are you doing?
That seems less relevant.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Actually, it's probably fine.
It's funny how looking in rubbish bins just turns out to be the premier way to find extra clues at most crime scenes.
Yeah. They do a very bad job of hiding. It's sort of what you were saying about like misleading clues is just like, why not take the shoe a little bit further? Like, how much farther does that shoe have to go before it's like gone?
Yeah, well, I think the problem is that with these cases, if we're sticking with the theory of, you know what, this might really be the Black Dahlia killer, then he's obviously misleading us and probably leaving clues that are easy to find, but don't tell the truth.
Let's check it out.
Hello, Sparkle.
Oh, that just glinted at us.
A key.
Oh.
To apartment 5.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
Bait on a hook, huh? Almost as if it was planted evidence.
Yeah, these clues are being left for us deliberately.
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
And there's more and more trails of blood, by the way.
Yeah, he's... I reckon it is the...
Or a cipher.
253?
It's just so much evidence. What does any of it mean? 253, okay. Nice.
Yeah, but
this
like, what is that? B... E... C?
C?
That doesn't seem like anything.
No, it doesn't. Nothing whatsoever. No, better remember that, I guess. Was there anything where Ralph was, the detective guy who was... Oh!
Ah, he went up on the roof.
Where are you taking us?
There's just gonna be a guy standing up there with a knife, like, hello, I did a murder.
Yeah, the killer's just still here. Well, might as well kill the cops as well. They don't get away with it.
I mean, that's a very... I've played Hitman games like that, where you just like, well, I've left enough of a trail here, I should probably just go find a place to sit down, get a gun, and then just shoot anybody who comes by.
Is there something to your race? You've seen it.
Maldonado.
Huh.
By hand.
Antonio Maldonado? E. Maldonado?
Empty.
Empty? Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Yeah. Feels like being like led around by the hand by some asshole.
He's left them for us. There you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. Told you.
Rusty, that's not how this works.
Getting more confident.
I mean, he's got a point that this is new, right?
Yes.
But Phelps could be right too. This could be.
This was precious to her.
It could be a new thing that the same person is doing.
Yeah, that was the thing with like the Zodiac killer, right? It just started as some killings, and then he started sending the letters to taunt people.
Yeah, it got more elaborate over time. I think serial killers often do that. They add stuff to their thing.
Trail points up.
She can't have had very much blood left in her body.
Do you think you just like had a paintbrush full, like, drained the body, put all the blood into a paintbrush or paint bucket, and then just grabbed a brush and went to town?
Hung up here. What's the significance?
Jesus, it's like a trail of trophies or something.
Yeah, but like
Like an
what is he
exhibit.
doing with all this shit? Oh look, it's the thing that I said
Actually-
as a joke,
Oh,
but that's what he did.
oh my
Looks as
god.
though the killer was decorating this.
Video game.
Wow. I feel like this person needs to be arrested.
Yeah. Now it's just a matter of like, who the hell actually did this? The other half of the library card, Maldonado.
Bitch
Yep.
wants her identified.
Antonia
This is
Maldonado.
Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
So he must think that finding out who she is won't lead to him.
Yeah, or is this like some kind of weirdo who investigates, like stalks all of the victims and then discovers that they have somebody in their personal life who would like them killed and is like, ah ha ha, I've found a way to get away with murder. It's get somebody else arrested for it.
It might not even be that elaborate. He might just rely on the fact that most people have someone who could be thought of as, like, for example, with the Mollers, like the husband didn't really hate the wife. Oh, Galloway.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways
Rusty,
of getting...
that's terrible police
I'm
work.
sure.
I mean, it's legitimate for whatever that means. It's common, but that's terrible police work still.
It's interesting, actually, that in the opening cutscene, they mention the Moller case, and Captain Leary mentioned the DA was happy with the result. So Hugo Muller has, it turned out that Cole's evidence on him was, good for a case. As I was saying, in fact, I think in the last case it was possible to make out a solid case against him, even though he didn't do it. Right. So it seemed like Captain Leary had forgiven Cole and Galloway, and was like.
Well, he also wasn't the one yelling at us. It was the other guy, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was Leary, not the other one. He's the homicide captain guy.
Yeah.
So he has decided, you're not a fuck up after all, because although you didn't get the pedophile, you have given the DA a good case. Is what it seemed to be implying there.
Yeah.
Even though you're convicting an innocent man, but he doesn't care about that. So.
No, he wants convictions.
Yeah. So it seems like that's ended up career good, sort of. At least not bad.
Yes, she does. Mrs. Barbara,
Not anymore.
the owner of this boarding house. Is there
Does she
problem?
die here?
Afraid so, ma'am. Mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss?
Sorry.
I don't think so, given how much blood there was at the scene.
No, yeah.
Wipe your feet as you come in.
All right.
detectives. It's this way.
So, Barbara Lapenti runs a boarding house. I
was found dead this morning.
Dead.
and get straight to it.
No, she can't be.
I'm
Very,
afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive.
She did it, obviously.
And then there's
Also, are
She's
you
got a
sure that
great
she was
accent.
murdered and
Antonia's room
didn't
is
die of natural
upstairs.
causes?
Last door on the left.
We really need to.
Thank you.
We
We'll be
can't
back
rule
soon.
anything out.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
She has a great accent, doesn't she? Very American, I guess.
Yeah, I actually can't
everyone
really
in
place
this
it.
game, everyone in this game sounds American, but some of them are more, to me, a filthy outsider who knows nothing of your culture. Some of them sound more classic than others.
Well, let's talk about baseball, motherfucker. Was that the line, motherfucker?
Boy.
Was going,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Okay, sorry.
That guy was good. Unfortunately, he was a murderer. But
And also very bad at it. He shot a man in broad daylight in the middle of the street.
yeah, he was just so pissed off. Basically, he was like, "I'm going to fucking kill this guy," and he did. It's a shame. It would have been nicer to not provoke him, but obviously he had anger issues.
Yes.
Alright, what's this about? Further to my previous correspondence of August 7th, writing to inform new petition to the Superior
Divorce.
Court of the State of California. Oh,
Nope.
Angel
Oh.
Christopher Maldonado.
Sorry, not divorce. Wait, it actually may be divorce, but this also may be domestic violence.
Could you keep the bulk of it on the screen so we can work out what it says? So for the
Petition
official
to the Superior
papers,
Court. So that sounds like divorce to me.
it does. A woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this one can do much to influence proceedings.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
Hmm.
the petition sounds like divorce, but the part about the
It
case
does.
sounds like domestic violence.
I reckon, I'm guessing divorce, I think it was right the first time. Okay, so she is married, but probably doesn't want to be, hence staying in this lodging house. It's all very messy here, isn't it?
You said somebody turned the place over, ransacked it.
Just like the other two times. The ransacked home. Jewelry. That must be Angel Maldonado.
Wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Oh, he's gonna have it. Like, this guy is going to have it, and we're going to use that to prove that he did it.
Possibly. I would recommend that only if he did do it, though.
A smashed window exploded.
I don't think that he actually did do it, either. I think that this is... We're tracking down the same killer for all of these cases.
Those Phelps.
But it's going to be possible, of course, that in one of them we may catch them.
Yeah,
So,
very possible.
hopefully.
Can I
So I
get out
would
this
certainly
window?
expect to find the actual killer at some point, if there is an actual killer.
Yeah, I just don't think that we're going to do it this early in Homicide.
There's not that many cases in each desk. I wouldn't rule it out, but yeah, I won't be too surprised if there's some sort
Someone
of
broke in using this
different
thing instead of a
non-killer
crowbar.
killer.
Wonder where it was taken from.
Oh, something off a bunch of wrought iron railings. That's cool, I guess.
The crime music suddenly stopped, which is weird.
Because you're outside.
Yeah, but, like, wouldn't it be, like, prudent to check the fences around here to see if any of them are wrought iron?
Yeah, sure, but it doesn't look like they are.
No, it didn't look like it either,
Sure.
but... This sand bucket I have knocked over, ruining some child's
Oh, no.
day.
There must be a kid around somewhere. Look at the bicycle as well, or tricycle rather.
Have there been any kids in this game? Like
Yes.
younger than 15?
Oh no. Although one of them looked a lot younger than 15.
That's true, yeah.
I wonder if that was like some sort of thing where the publishers were like, no, look, we're not letting you put someone under the age of 15 in a game like this.
Yeah. Especially not, like, in that sort of circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems like we've gotten everything.
It would be nice to not orphan her, I guess. Good thing it's all fictional. Not a lot of clues, are there?
No.
I mean, there were a shitload of clues at the scene, but the trouble is, they're all helping
deliberate.
They're helping us to learn things about Antonia Maldonado, or Antonia, whatever she really is, her maiden name. But we currently have no idea of who might have killed her. Let's hope the landlady saw something.
Probably her husband came back the other day. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, Angel Maldonado is the presumptive suspect. Thanks, Rusty. But it would be nice to look.
If we had not just come up on 2 cases that had the same exact...
if this was the first case in homicide, I would at this point be thinking, yeah, we're really going to need to look into that guy.
I mean, even still, we do need to look into that guy. I'm not saying that,
in case.
I'm not saying I think he's an angel or anything. I think he's an asshole. I think he's...
He is an angel.
He's on hell, probably.
No, I mean... Oh, yeah, good point.
But yeah, like, we should probably take a look at that guy. Like, a real serious look. I just don't think that he actually killed her.
In order to rule him out, yeah.
We have some questions, ma'am.
He might know something, even if he didn't.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
All right. Tell us, Barbara.
Do you
It's
have
her
any
husband.
idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel.
Okay, I guess it is Angel,
Serving
at
him
least to this
divorce
lady.
papers.
If I killed
Well, that's how
everyone
she
in
says it
the
anyway.
papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Rusty,
Are you
is it
being
the time
flippant, young
for
man?
that?
Ma'am.
So that's
Young
truth,
man.
right? Gotta be.
Yeah, that's totally. She clearly does think.
About Angel Maldonado.
It's still probably
She
on
married
hell,
him when she was
but
17.
you can't do that. You gotta be 18 now.
Very cruel. She was a good
Might not have got
girl,
married in California.
little on the religious side, but a good
This woman is clearly on Antonia's side here.
Yeah. She seems to run a house for, I would say, battered women, a women's shelter, or whatever they're called properly.
It might be like unofficially acting in that capacity, yeah. Which is a good thing, of course. It's a real shame that it didn't work out for Antonia.
Left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good
I bet
girl,
you
but
she
was
does
really
actually know. Because,
Yeah,
like,
she's
she...
shifting.
Yeah.
What do we have that would say otherwise? I would say a library card, possibly.
Ah.
I think
Do you really think Lepenti would lie about her going to the library?
if she had something against her being educated, maybe.
I don't. I'm inclined to give her the benefit of the doubt on that one, and pick doubt. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm inclined to give the detriment of the doubt.
I'm going to hit lie first, but I do think you're correct that it should be doubt.
Tell
Sure.
me the truth. You know where she went and why she went there.
No, this is a stupid
You best
accusation.
keep your attitude under control, young man.
I guess those are like my
Look,
favorite.
You
Wait,
have
let's
some
see.
proof of
Those
what
are
you're
my
saying?
favorite accusations with lies, where it's just like, okay, this is obviously wrong. I don't have to waste my time poking through this shit.
Yeah.
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about
Rude,
the people
but-
who live under her roof.
Cool.
Where did she go?
I think she went to a
He does it
bar.
on purpose though, to get information
In
out
this
of
case, he
people.
was correct to say.
Apart a lot lately.
Oh,
Does
it's almost
bar
as if
have a
she was
name?
going through a hard
El
divorce.
Dorado
What the hell is
Bar.
wrong with you?
It's a Latino place on North
Oh,
Los Angeles.
also,
That's only
yeah,
a couple of
racism.
blocks
Forgot
from where
about
we
that
found the
part.
body.
It definitely seems like the place to look at next, so that's good to know.
No, that can't be true.
Sorry, what was the... I missed the entire question because I was responding to a thing.
About a break-in. You've had a break-in, and she was like, "That can't be true," which it
No.
is true. That
That
might be a straight-up lie.
Yeah.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
So, the fun game of what actually do we use? I think it's a broken window, right?
I guess. So.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise.
Where by Jimmy you mean just straight up smash the fucking thing
Might
in.
be a raccoon at the milk bottles.
I guess she doesn't
Goddamn
pay
trash
attention
pandas.
to...
Business if this news got out.
Ah, that's why
I
she
have a
didn't want to tell us.
reputation to protect.
She's not running a battered women's shelter. She's running a place for, like, good girls by her definition.
Antonia and her husband were
Sort of people who don't go to bars will have people break into their homes and murder
She
them.
moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
We have evidence that this is also a lie. But
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, like, why would we even... Wait, did she steal it?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Lepenti's turning out to be a bit more dishonest than she seemed, isn't she?
Yeah. Also,
Barbara,
I appreciate
being-
that this one was very straightforward. Like, the bracelet that we saw the picture of? What bracelet? There's no bracelet, and here's the picture of the bracelet
In
we
the
saw.
wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
Yeah.
Thank she
They're not
never
all,
wore it. He gave
items.
it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Oh, the wooden jewelry box that we found that was empty?
You've been very helpful.
Ah, so it has gone.
Lock him up and throw away the key.
So
Fair.
if we find someone who has the bracelet, then that person who's has met Maldonado recently.
Okay, so we can go to Angel straight up, or check out this bar where we will probably find a different suspect.
Why not pick one of them?
I'm gonna hit the bar.
I don't have a string preference here. I feel like both of them.
I was coming on strong with the XY.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information.
See,
you need.
Rusty's an asshole, but he's a fun asshole.
Yeah.
Cole is just an asshole,
You don't think
straight
it's
up.
strange
Cole's
that
not
all
a
these
fun person.
murders are happening to girls who've been out
It's
drinking?
funny
not
how
a
weird
fan
and
of.
stiff he is about being an asshole, but he's totally an asshole.
Gets a bit tight, she starts mouthing off. This leads to that.
I'm glad that light pole didn't fall down. I'm less glad that...
Look, at this point, half of the course.
Why don't you want to see a connection here?
Because there are perfectly good real-life suspects. for
He's got a
every
point.
one of
Like,
these. We don't need to go
There
look for the
are,
monster in the
but
bed.
the last
It
one,
wasn't
there
that-
just, like, wasn't... There was evidence that neither of them did it,
anything
and
to
not
the
really
divorce
any
of
evidence that either of them... Or
I've been
the, sorry, the evidence that neither of them... Yeah, neither of them did it, and then there was no evidence that either of them did. You were
yeah, it
basically
wasn't.
like,
It
looking
was
for
all
motives, and
circumstantial.
you found like a
Who
weird
heard
bunch
a
of
sense
sketches,
who he is.
basically.
He'd see himself as a
And
failure. A
they
woman
kind
taking
of...
control
They
over
did
his
not
life.
fit the truth. It's not like...
Then she
Like,
fronts him and
I
he
don't know.
snaps. Works for me. I think Angel would kill her as well as a piece of shit.
I like
I
how
think that
Cole's
Angel
kind
is a
of
piece of shit.
I like how he's sort of half persuaded by racial stereotypes. Like he doesn't trust Rusty, but he's like, well, I mean, you know, he is a Latino, hot-blooded and all that.
What an asshole.
What can I get?
And yet we have to rely on them to crack the case.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar.
Badge number
How can I help?
1247.
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah, me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last
Temp
night?
guy?
21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily.
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean.
Why does that ring a bell?
Maria Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
I have a
She
suspicion,
was murdered
but I won't
last
tell it on camera.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night complaining about her
We
old
should
man.
probably talk about that
It's
temp
a story
worker,
you get used to working in a bar.
though. Like,
She was so hammered last
Maybe
night,
it'll be one of the
left a letter
questions.
on the bar. I'll show you.
I think I know what you're thinking. Not the Moller case, in the previous one, where the guy definitely didn't kill his wife. The first bartender we met was also a temp worker from an agency. He was like, I'm not the regular bartender here, and pointed us to the owner.
huh.
I guess the
That
industry
actually
has
is
a lot
a
of
different thing
turnover.
that I was thinking.
Did you open them?
Oh,
but-
well,
It's related, I think, so...
No need to.
ah.
She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
We do therefore command that Angel Maldonado, the said defendant, that's setting aside all other business and excuses whatsoever. Nice. So it's a subpoena.
Yeah, legalese is a thing.
Particularly in 1950. Wait, what's the date on that? Was there a date?
47, I think.
Okay, so it's actually... I've been assuming years were passing or something, but it's actually still 1947.
Yeah, it was like early on in 1947 when we were on traffic. Then 6 months passed, we were on burglary, and now we're on homicide. It's late.
Right. So the game has actually only taken less than a year total.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I
Okay,
think.
that's the thing that she's always said to
The
wear.
temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
I'm going to hit doubt on that because I don't think we can prove it's a lie. But he seemed like he was.
I don't know. Why do you think he's lying?
So looking at how he's looking away from me all the time.
He could just be. Doesn't seem like the most.
This seems
honest
like this seems like a hey guys, you got through traffic and everybody's comically overacting all the time. Now it's time to like up the difficulty level a little bit. He's still shifty. All the time.
That is really nothing in homicide.
I think that this is
okay. I guess I won't object if you want to call doubt on this. I may have been taken in by his honeyed
Give me
words.
something, or the LAPD will start getting interested.
Just
in
gonna
this
bask
place.
in my
Take it
correctness
easy.
again.
She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there.
We should go there.
She seemed
Oh,
reluctant.
that's good.
Movement
that's
and
fine.
Did you say
victim
where she was going when she left?
to the fruit
She
market
said she was going to serve the papers on the husband.
at
Said that would take the smile
11
off
at
her
night.
face.
That's
Ah.
If you ask me,
So she said she was going to
Dutch
visit
courage?
Angel, and then she turned out dead.
Dutch courage.
Yeah.
That's
It's
I've
a
never heard of that.
phrase. Really? I've heard it before. It's a phrase for.
I've heard of liquid courage, but never Dutch courage. This seems like truth.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hit lie first, just for shits.
I
Okay.
think she met someone here. Someone who followed her. You're protecting someone.
The temp worker, but we can't prove
I
that.
swear on my mother's soul that if I had any idea
I
he was
think that
involved in this,
even
I
if
would
the
tell
temp
you.
guy was involved, this guy has no idea about it.
Yeah.
It's-
As much as I would love to just be like, and here's where I prove that you killed your mom, so you don't give a shit about your mom's soul. What are you hiding? But unfortunately, that's not a thing that we can do here. So
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
You understand that?
this fucking guy. That's a good this fucking guy face.
Yeah. It is. I like how his expression has actually changed now after the false accusation. It's like, oh.
I
This
kind
is
of want to
truth,
use
come
an
on.
intuition. Yeah, you're right.
Do not use
She attracts any.
It was truth.
An extremely drunk young woman? What do you think?
Yes, I think yes.
She managed to scare them off, though.
Okay.
Thanks.
by yelling at them
Wait,
without a subpoena.
do you want the
No
temp
problem.
guy? Can we maybe talk?
Get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best.
Can we maybe talk about the
That's
temp guy?
suspicious,
Though?
isn't it?
What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
The temp, Cole, the temp worker though. You want to?
I guess he didn't sound as suspicious to the detectives as he did to us.
Fruit market across the
Fruit
street.
market time, I guess.
Oh hey, speaking of Kurt Schilling, there's an ad for a shilling company
I
right
see,
there.
yes. For a moment, I had no idea what you were talking about, and then I saw the banner. Where is the fruit market?
Maybe I can hit it in locations and then it'll put a thing on my map. Yes. Oh, also I can go back to the bar. That's suspicious.
Yeah,
Probably
maybe
I can go
after
back
going
there
to
after
fruit
I go to
market.
this fruit market here.
Yeah, no need to drive, I guess.
I mean, she
Nice,
walked
there really
last
was no
night,
need.
so. But also,
Shut
I'm really suspicious
Great.
about.
We'll need to come back later,
What?
Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Yeah, so she headed out towards this market, hoping to get a taxi to go and subpoena her husband.
And then died either
definitely need
before or
more-
after. So we would want, like, if we're truly going whole hog here, want to talk to the other bartender and we want to talk to the cab driver.
Yeah, I mean, you can go back into El Dorado. It's right there. If
Yeah.
there's any choice, maybe you can go in and say, hey, the fruit market was shut, tell me more info.
Oh, here we are. Sorry.
Probably not, but...
Hey. Hey, do you want to talk about the
Nah.
temp guy though? Still no?
Any, I don't know, people around the place who were here last night and want to talk?
Hey, honey, what time do you get off wooden table?
Yeah, he said that the temp guy would know more about what she was saying, but
And
we...
then Cole was just like totally uninterested.
I guess maybe he's stupid.
That's very possible. If you're just like...
Or maybe it was bad writing and that person actually isn't further involved in the case.
Oh, out of order. Okay, that's... It pinged, so I guess that's good.
Well, I mean, the bartender told us that phone was out of order, so it's like substantiated that it looks like it really was out of order. Or at least it is now.
Sorry, pal, just making
here we go.
From where?
Just Big Fruit Market across the street.
Hey!
Fruit Market delivers here.
Nice.
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with their tequila.
That's
The Mexes.
new and exciting...
It's like barely even a slur, but it's clearly a stereotype.
Yeah. Also...
Hey, come back. We wanted to interview you.
Yeah. Hey.
I guess head back to the fruit market then.
That's his truck. He's going back to the fruit market. We gotta go.
Yeah, can you catch the truck? Well, it's right there, thankfully.
I'm gonna stop in the middle of the street and check the locations, and now the bar is gone. We did it. We got all the clues there.
So this is interesting. Like, at this point, you could have given up and driven over to Angel's house, right?
Yeah.
Possibly, if you did, you would have missed the opportunity to talk to this guy. So maybe he'll have a valuable clue.
Not where the fruit market is. Should not have turned there. My bad. Loans. I like these street signs. Like, these are good old-timey,
Yeah, this sounds very 1947.
Just Picked Fruit Market looks like a place that my parents used to go to buy groceries at when I was, like, 10 in Wisconsin.
Huh, hang on. Where's the guy? Where did his truck go?
He probably vanished when I turned down the wrong side of the road, or turned down the wrong road and then just ghosted. Or he's out, like,
maybe
making
he's
deliveries
got in a
still.
car and followed him?
Maybe. I don't think so, though. I think, like, we literally are supposed to go talk to Angel and then come back later to the fruit market.
No.
Also, speaking of leaving and coming back later, we didn't check the phone the first time that we were there. We checked it after we had left, and he would have had time to, like, write up a note that says out of order and put it on the thing.
True, yeah.
I don't think that's happened because I don't think that the video game could, like,
drop in on the
tell.
instead. See if your gut is right.
I'll take a bar over a husband every day of the week.
What? Dude, we already did. We did the bar.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. That like he preferred the bar because he was able to get drinks there. Hey, there's a cop here. Oh, in fact, I guess that's the actual crime scene, isn't it? So I guess what happened to the fruit market guy is that he went on to his next delivery.
Yeah.
This is just the actual crime scene.
See, like, hey, anything new? Cannot talk to him. You back here. You know anything? Is there still a dead body? Still a dead body. Cool.
Just stares ahead heroically.
Okay. I thought that guy looked like Cole Phelps, but it turns out that white people all look alike, so...
Particularly people with cop jaw.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Bye, Rusty.
No. Gotta get him for who says things and stuff. Dude, are you really gonna, like, randomly steal a patrol car and beat the fun of them?
I should have let him get in the car.
My objection to the partners behind is, yes, they will magically teleport to follow you, apparently. But it means you miss out on conversations with them, which are a good part of the game. But I guess in this case, you already spoke to him about looking for the husband.
Yeah. That guy's lucky that I saw his lights. He shouldn't have been in that lane. He should have been in the other lane. We drive on the left side of the road here in the United States now. I've decided that. I'm the decider. I make the laws.
So, we know that Antonia's apartment was number 5.
Alvarado, apartment 304.
Very handy, those kinds of things. One thing I don't like about apartments, and I visit a fair few apartments in my line of work, sometimes they just don't have, like...
I am in an apartment right now.
I am also in an apartment. One thing I don't like is when you have, like, a mailbox out front, or, like, a buzzer system, but you don't have any fucking idea about what the person's last name is.
Yeah, my complex has got that. There's no names on the kick in the door.
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Nope, he's not. This guy is under arrest.
Yeah, I'm pretty under arrest shortly.
I got 100.
This is going
Bop,
to end
bop.
in tears.
Nope, he bopped me. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, I got bopped.
Everybody do the hatless Bob.
Apparently I got it for a different case. I checked my achievements on Steam recently, and apparently I got the hatless, or the hat Chivo, so sorry that I didn't get that on camera, I guess. I must have been when I was replaying this game because of the save system thing that we're never going to talk about ever again. I hit B to finish, and then the camera went bad.
Presumably, it skips back and everyone's falling over.
Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
Well, at least they've now committed a crime, whether or not either of them killed anyone.
Call for some backup, Finbar.
Finbar.
That is his name. That's fair. Also,
yeah.
To be fair, these guys started fighting two dudes who jammed into their apartment and said LAPD. But they don't know that we're cops. We haven't shown our badges or whatever. We're just two assholes that...
Yeah, but
it turns out that we are actually cops, by the way. So, bad move.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh, God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I could kill my own wife?
Yeah, no, but you were getting a divorce, so... Oh man, please don't railroad me into... Okay. I was really worried that because I hadn't been persistent enough in checking out the fruit market, it was just going to be like, good work, Phelps! You caught another one of the bastards.
You don't call me
Finbar. He's insistent on that, isn't he?
It's a really bad name. Like...
Just picked fruit market.
Well...
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Maybe he works there?
Hang on, open that. Did you see that? That wasn't fruit.
No, that's liquor. That's
yeah.
World Series of Poker.
This is like a euphemistic fruit market. I mean, they were delivering to a bar, right, earlier. I wonder if perhaps there are crimes going on at the fruit market. Crimes like the supplying of alcohols without licenses.
He goes to the El Dorado, too. So, wait, they both visit... That seems... I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're getting a divorce, don't frequent the same bar as your spouse that you're getting divorced from.
But the
a bloody shirt. Great.
This will take some explaining.
Yes, it will. So the bartender said that it was actually the first time Antonia had come in, so maybe Angel is the one who goes there.
Ah.
And perhaps she came in looking for him, actually. Because she had the subpoena.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movements.
He's got his... Oh, right, brothers. Oh, yeah. Family is a pretty poor choice of alibi, if you've got to make one. So...
Yeah,
what
trouble is
fanciful thing do you think actually explains the bloody shirt? Because we've already decided that he didn't do it. Which I will say that the preponderance of evidence says that he may have actually done it.
I'm not yet certain whether he did it.
I really don't think he did.
Think it's the trouble is that there's like all this evidence. It seems pretty clear that there's a serial killing going on for multiple reasons. Some of them gamey reasons, and therefore Angel must not have done it, right?
You need to get out of my fucking way because I want to check out this plate. But it turns out that it's just a normal ass plate.
It's a plate, yeah. It's not blood on the plate, it's spaghetti.
Oh, it's spaghetti. Okay, it looks kind of like Betty Boop. You can see the eyes and the hair.
Oh, you're right, from that angle. Little eyes in it.
I really hope that comes through on the YouTube, by the way, so we don't just look like insane people. But it totally looks like Betty Boop.
It seriously did look like a cartoon face of Betty Boop, like her hair and her
I'm
eye.
actually going to go back over there, and I'm going to take a screenshot of it so that I will have proof.
Yeah, it's the plate of pasta or something, which you don't have quite the same angle as before. It looked more like it from the other, but yeah.
Let's see if I can get the best angle then.
If when I think, oh yeah, you have to want to see it. To be fair.
Yeah, very true, but like.
But we do.
That and also like I had an aunt who was very into Betty Boop. I don't actually know what Betty Boop is. Like a cartoon from the 30s or something?
Presumably, the style is certainly 30s. I also don't know. I know there's a character.
Yeah, I know the character, but I have no idea like why anybody would care. I just remember that my aunt was like super into Betty Boop, so I never wanted to be like, "Hey, why do you care about this thing?" because I knew that would
I
be
reckon
rude.
we gotta leave Angel's apartment and talk to his neighbors.
Yes, possibly, but I'm going to go out here because this is a door also.
It sure is.
Oh hey,
He doesn't have
the other thing that we need to look for is a wrought iron gate.
iron railings. Yeah, I noticed there's wood here as well, so there's no obvious easy access, and there's a stone wall outside. I wonder. The brother might have been a better alibi if it weren't for the fact that upon meeting a cop, the first thing he did was attack them, which is, suspicious.
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick.
That's not how you spell inquiries?
So you weren't home last night?
No.
They're actually making inquiries.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Also, this dude was up awful quick for a dude who works nights. Like, if you work nights, just don't answer the fucking door. Like, we're here at like 3:05 in the afternoon.
Oh, did I tell you? On Saturday, I actually was woken up by the police coming to my door. I don't work nights, but
Oh, good.
it was still surprising.
What were they looking for? Just like, hey, making sure that no crimes
Missing
here?
person, apparently. Someone in the apartment beneath mine. What?
I'm playing with my kid. LAPD. Were you here last night?
Do you suddenly feel bad about trying to scare the cops? You shouldn't have did that.
And I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Well,
That's a great way to answer the door. I'll try
I kind
that
of want to
one
knock
next time.
again. Just be like, sir, are you still wearing the mask? Maybe on the way out. On the way out, I will knock at his door again.
Oh, is there another floor in the building, or all the
Yes,
apartments?
there's 2 more floors. I'm probably going to have to knock at the one underneath here.
Hello.
LAPD,
Probably.
ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
So...
I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No.
So that means Antonia made it here last night.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
But then she went back to the fruit
You're
market?
thinking you're going to call that one a nosy old hag too, fella.
No, this must have been she got here from the fruit market, right? Like she must have got her taxi.
No, that's what I mean. She was murdered in the alleyway across from the fruit market. So did she just
Oh,
like
yeah,
go back?
so why is the body where it is? Yeah. It's a good question. I mean, presumably whoever killed her dumped the body there.
Oh, come on!
Could it be, I mean, he's got his kids in there with him. Could it be that, what if Angel really did it, right?
Yeah.
So she ran away because she was chasing her or whatever. So what if he killed her and dumped her body behind the bar? Because that's where the body was, basically, right near the bar.
Yeah.
To make it look like she was killed there.
But then, like, left all the evidence there? If he had taken all that shit with him, we would never have figured out
that's
who
the
it was.
Yeah, it's not consistent.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
I really think that we're dealing with somebody who is just, like, stalking these people, finding out information on them, and then leaving enough to... I don't want to go to Central. I want to go to Central now. Shit. As long as we don't have to, as long as we don't have to, like, when we're at Central, be like, oh, good, now that you're here, you can interrogate the husband, because, like, no, I want to go back to the fruit market still.
Yeah, I would try the fruit market first, just in case, but... Wow, a letter from the Dahlia killer. This
Serial
is...
killers sending letters to the police is a very old thing, I guess.
Yeah, so this is interesting, isn't it? The first 2 cases in Homicide were like... I do like Homicide overall, by the way, despite the problems of the last case. I think it's building up to good stuff. The first 2 cases were like, pick between those 2 suspects, and now it's kind of looking like neither of them did it. This time, are we going to be picking between Angel and a serial killer? Like, no suspect? Is that going to be the choice?
I really hope that we do get to actually... Also, just going to scan for wrought iron gates, seeing none. Hey, buddy? Can I get in the car now?
Try the other side?
Okay.
I guess that was actually what you were waiting for.
Fruit market first, then the police station?
Yeah.
What if we get yelled at for not going to the police station in time?
Fuck that guy.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
Captain Leary is like, he's a cool person, but he's clearly not very good.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Now we sent another.
I really hate this fuck.
This Black Dahlia.
I also don't approve of serial
Seen
killings.
the body? Fucking case just knocked away from the guts.
Well, that's the question, in fact, is whether they've seen a Black Dahlia killer's body.
They've seen at least one, the original.
Up here.
Also, the market is still
End
closed.
up? Gutted on the fucking sidewalk.
So back to Central. I remember it being close, because Galloway was bragging about how close it was.
Oh yeah,
And then you could just like get a drink and then get the case or whatever.
He would have really liked the last traffic case.
Oh yeah.
It really did happen across the street from the police station.
Although it did take me considerably longer to get there than it should have because I'm bad at driving.
Well, that was a hill.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down.
That sounds bad for that person, but look.
I do wonder if... I wonder... here's what I'm wondering. Will Captain Leary force us to charge someone if we think it's a serial killer and not the husband? Will he require someone to be charged anyway?
I think so.
It seems like a sort of thing he might do. I don't really like... I like that guy as a character a lot, but I think I do not like him as a person. I think he's perverting the course of justice to look good and to feel good about himself.
Yeah.
You gonna go downstairs and see Donnelly or what?
Where is downstairs?
I guess.
Thank you for leading me, because I've got no fucking idea where anything is in this stupid station.
Hey, this is why you got a partner.
I say we bust in there and find
A partner so experienced he knows where the stairs are.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
The guy from the papers who solved that big case.
It's true, I've solved several big cases at this point.
Yeah,
some of them even satisfactorily.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
No, I have not.
Sir? This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of a cab. The driver
cab?
thinks it was put through the
You
window
say?
and not left by a customer.
We're looking for a cabbie, actually.
Hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and type from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
I've never actually heard of that. You would not give a square deal?
The Celine Henry case.
Tex.
Fuck you, BD. Huh. No, can't hit A to investigate further.
Well, you don't need to. Fuck you, BD Tex is what was written in blood on Celine Henry, or lipstick on Celine Henry's body.
Oh yeah, shit.
Heap upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
You know what we never found the relevance of yet? Was the dice with the 235? Or 253?
Yeah. No idea what they mean.
Ill deeds and thou be damned beholding good. An awful image of calm power, both infinite as is the universe.
That's why we call it.
And after many false and fruitless crime.
Not unless he's a genius.
So they called him Cole because of the poem, because he studied English literature.
Like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley.
And they were right to do that.
He went to the big boy school.
See, Finis? I told
He's
you
literally
this
the
lad was
educated
right
cop. That's hilarious. I was wondering why he was here.
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
Okay.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he's foolish and clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see
No, I don't want to. I want to go to the fruit place.
You probably can go to the fruit place. Just like you... Yes, they said go upstairs, but I reckon you can just leave the building.
Yeah.
And
no other
if you
clues
don't,
here.
you're definitely going to be forced to charge the husband, I think. Fuck you, BD Tex.
I just keep looking for links to 2, 5, and 3. So far, I'm at like line 2, line 5, then line 3, but that doesn't really mean anything.
No, it doesn't. Dang.
Actually, can't look at the Maldonado residence from there. I don't think I can actually find where the husband was. It wasn't at like a 253 anywhere, was it? And he was in the 3rd floor apartment, so...
He was in 304.
Okay, well...
Which is... I mean, you can't do 0 on a die. 53. Does it mean anything at all, is the question.
It must be, because like, they left it there for a purpose, whoever they were, and they're taunting us, so... Oh!
Yeah, well, that's...
Nope, I want
Your attitude, Angel?
Did you...
What do you want me to say?
Did you what?
I'm trying to back out.
The night she died, but she left the apartment. That
We
was
knew
the last
that.
time I saw her.
I'm backing away.
Don't you walk away from me now, asshole.
I can't... God damn it. I can't walk away. I can't hit B anymore. I have to hit X.
Here's my theory then. My theory is you really did have to chase that guy in your car if you wanted to get to talk to him.
Very possible.
Maybe. Yeah.
Your wife has been brutally murdered.
Let's just start at the
How do
end
you
here.
Explain your shirt being covered in blood.
I would certainly like to hear his explanation for this.
I cut myself
That's a lot of fucking blood for cutting yourself shaving, dumbass.
He did not just... Yeah, come on.
But I don't think we can disprove it. Like, I think we'd have to doubt it. We also never found what was up with that iron picket. Shit.
Yeah.
I want to go back
I mean,
there.
some of this stuff be red herrings, but... Yeah.
You're lying through your teeth. You killed her and your brothers...
That is a stretch.
You don't know what you're saying. Why would I do that?
Because you're getting divorced. So do we just say, like, you're getting divorced and fuck you?
I don't think so, because that's unrelated to the original topic.
Yeah.
Like, you're not... Yeah,
never find out.
I love
I
those.
want to not be doing this interview anymore.
So
I
your
want to be
wife
going
paid
to
you
the,
a visit
the
last
fruit
night.
place.
What time was that?
I don't... I think either we're going there later, or we've missed our chance. Like and already had.
Midnight. So after she left, so somebody would have taken her back to the place.
Yep. Yeah, like we were saying
earlier. If he's telling the
earlier.
truth, which he doesn't seem to be. He's kind of shifty. But I don't know that we can prove that he... I think we might have to doubt that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he might be telling the truth. I wouldn't be surprised if this one was a truth one. Because I actually remember what got us in trouble.
I was supposed to hit truth.
Something, Angel. This
Yeah, I thought so.
Fuck you. I loved my wife.
This is what got us in trouble last interrogation too. At the end of the last case, we didn't pick truth when the suspects were telling the truth.
Yeah.
Particularly the pedophile guy.
Well, it's because, like,
Sometimes
half
they
the time
don't-
you're supposed to press them, and half the time you're supposed to say, yep, there you go. But, like...
But sometimes they do tell the truth, and so you pick, okay, that one's true. Like,
Yeah,
it's not...
but also,
you're-
it's inconsistent. Like, sometimes they are telling the truth, but not the whole truth, and so you're like, doubt, fuck you. He's telling the truth, but it's not the whole truth, so doubt, fuck you. But also, in this case, I was supposed to hit truth, because he actually is telling the truth. It's a very inconsistent thing, I think.
I think you're making it out to be a little more complex than it is. I think there's been several occasions where it's been, to me, moderately clearly, oh, that one's probably true. Okay, this one's not true.
Okay, this one we got.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far, and you lashed out.
Hang on.
I wouldn't accept a divorce.
I don't think that's your choice, but also you were getting a divorce, so I'm going to hit divorce papers.
That's
The
reasonable.
judge had set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Yeah, okay, I'm with you on that one.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus. She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag. Said she wanted to serve me papers.
She didn't have
Me,
the
her own
papers.
husband.
Oh, right, because they were at the bar.
slapped her down.
So she went back to the bar.
That's the truth.
That's why she would have been murdered out there.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8.
So he
We were looking
hit
for
her
size
and
9s
away
before,
with
not
the
8s.
papers.
But
Size 8.
that's very close. I think it was size 9s that we were looking for before, right?
No, it was size 8s the whole time.
Ah, shit.
But I mean, this guy doesn't strike me as someone who'd kill more than one person.
Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
That seems actually just to be true, and I don't see why he would lie about it.
Could be true, yeah.
Everybody has told her that everybody has told us that she was wearing the necklace. That. Truth.
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Somebody stole it, though.
Your wife
Yeah,
has been brutally
and the
murdered.
fact that he doesn't have the bracelet is actually, I count for him.
Yeah.
I cut myself shaving.
So
I reckon this
here.
comes out. Yeah, like he's not telling the
I'm
truth
not
this
going to waste
time.
any more time on this. Give me something, or I'm going to have you charged.
My brother, Ippolito. He said some bad things about Antonio.
Okay, if he was fighting with his brother last night, that's actually a decent alibi.
Got into it.
It is actually.
Keep talking.
She said she came from the El Dorado bar.
And?
It's not one of my places.
That's not true.
We used to buy fruit at the market down the street.
Wait.
But the creep there was always running his eyes all over my wife.
What's the name of this fruit market?
Huh.
Just picked fruit. Ord Street downtown.
Also, this is good news because we might be able to go back there.
One last question, Angel.
I reckon if he'd failed this interview, you would have charged him.
No. Sounds sick.
I think this is a pass the interview in order to not charge him. Yeah, see?
Okay.
That's cool. That's actually a cool thing.
Let's go to the fruit market. Also, it was one of his places. He had the matchbook from the place.
Yeah, this place is so suspicious. Like every single place we've been is like, hey, by the way, check out that fruit market.
It's one of those things where like they have to have multiple ways to get you there because it's important.
And we've hit every single.
Yeah.
And we've come across every single one of them.
What's your read on Maldonado?
I still like him for it. Seriously, that line about the guy at the fruit market making eyes at his woman.
I think the fruit market guy didn't do it either.
Get to the market.
Yeah, I mean, that line was a little forced, wasn't it?
Yeah. Also, still want to talk about the bar guy, like bar assistant,
That would be nice,
temporary
wouldn't it?
guy.
It seems like there could be more evidence there.
But apparently the game isn't ready for us to do that yet, so we'll just like bumble our way through this case, and then suddenly it'll be like, oh, we're idiots, we should have checked the bar guy. And
I think that will probably happen, yes.
Cola King.
It is a bit hard to... It's hard in a game like this to convey information that you're supposed to not notice until later.
Yeah.
Because you're meant to be paying attention.
It's also weird that, like, the guy straight up said, oh, he would know more about it than I would, and then Phelps didn't get interested.
If that was meant to be a foreshadowing thing that we don't notice yet, they put a little too much emphasis on it. Aha! It's Fruit Man. And Fruit Woman.
World's worst superhero.
There was an actual Banana Man character in old cartoons. I remember Banana Man.
These are...
Yeah, this does look like fruit. Wait, hang on. Those are vegetables.
I got a call back.
They are.
Universal Chorus Line.
Somebody got a call back somewhere. Hey, do you think we just barge in the back and find, like, a bunch of dead bodies?
Yes, go for it. Go in. Head inside. Kick the door in.
It's locked. And apparently Phelps isn't ready to get angry yet.
Damn it. Well, maybe if we can, like, get some good infos out of this suspicious man, we can justify kicking his door in.
I am suddenly getting memories.
Sir, Wait, you look familiar.
I don't know whether they're relevant yet. Right? But yeah, hey, asshole, he ran away from
It's
us.
the temp bar guy.
LAPD.
No, he was the delivery guy that we walked out the back.
What can I do for you?
He is. He was not in this case. The first homicide case, this guy was working temp bar.
Feeney was his name? I feel like I would have remembered that.
Oh, no, hang on, I'm completely wrong. Oh, I'm wrong. It was someone who looked like him, but not the same person. He had a different name, yeah, and he had the same haircut. It's not that guy. Sorry, I was wrong. Looks like I made a mistake. I'm just doing my job, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
We do not have, husband said this guy was always looking at the wife.
No, but we could totally doubt him, because getting the wrong idea in what sense.
Yeah.
Exactly how much fruit do you sell here after midnight, Clem?
Look, not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. But I don't want any trouble.
There we
I'm just
go.
trying to make a buck.
Ah.
Illegal alcohol
The
sales.
young lady arrived around midnight?
Vice will be very
Something
interested
like
in
that.
this.
Used the phone for a cab and then left.
This guy's bouncing around like he really doesn't want to talk to us.
And now he's even shiftier than before, so I'm gonna hit lie.
She was brutally beaten soon after she left the bar.
The second
Clem,
time.
You sure you didn't drive her somewhere?
What are you suggesting?
What do we have here?
We don't. Yeah.
Sorry, my mistake.
I guess we don't have any proof on that one.
I want to use an intuition on this, but I don't want to use it before I hit movements of victim.
Uh-huh.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive.
No one
when
in
the
this
car
town
pulled
can get
up,
cab.
and she got into that.
That sounds unlikely.
Wait, does it? I reckon you pick truth on this, because if, I want to justify the claim I'm making. If he's telling the truth, we really need to know about that car.
Yes.
And you won't get it any other way than picking truth if he says it, so...
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Can you describe the car?
But most of the time,
Brown
I'm
Ford
not.
Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Ah.
The young lady
Could that have been
arrived
Angel's
around
car? Perhaps
midnight?
Angel came back.
Something like that.
Maybe. But why would
Used
he?
the phone for a cab and then left.
I'm gonna hit intuition on this one. Oops. Intuition, because we're getting a new one soon, and I think it's doubt here because I don't think we have evidence for the lie. But I really want to.
It's extremely doubt. Yeah.
Here we go.
You already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed
Like the
a
husband
nice
said.
lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say...
Because we're the LAPD,
I guess you
motherfucker.
can.
Let's go.
Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh.
A solid technique.
Technically, he's probably right here.
Yeah, but like... Oh, it's booze. We kind of knew that.
Yeah. A shitload of
No wonder it stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins.
Agreed.
Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Okay. There's quite a lot of stuff to check through.
More World Series of Poker bottles.
All the series. It's like the vampire poker.
Yeah.
So what are we hiding in here?
It's the brooch.
This thing needs a combination.
Oh, hey!
Holy shit.
Well, that's weird.
What? 253 was it?
Yes.
No, something. What the heck?
A different religious necklace?
Well, what would the owner
That's a really shitty Bible verse, sir.
No wonder she didn't want to keep this. Wife, submit to your husband as to the Lord, yeah? Icon.
I cannot hit the necklace thing, which makes me think that I'm going to miss something here when I back out.
Don't those things all go on the
Can I, like...
neck chain?
Can I, like, hit A to go further? No, not really. And I'm trying to hit up so that I can, like, pull the necklace thing out and be like, ah, yes, this is the charm thing that she had and didn't have.
I mean, it clearly is.
I mean, yeah, it is, but, like, have I investigated this box enough to prove that? Because there's sometimes where, like, you need to hit A again or whatever. But I really can't.
It's a bit hard to tell, isn't it? Has anything turned up on your clues screen?
Let's find out.
Maybe it's one of those implicit things where they don't bother putting a clue for it because, like, the idea is you can just go and talk to the guy again or something and be all, hey, how come you've got the stolen jewelry in your office?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, hey!
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, hey!
Like
actually, wait, no, she wasn't stabbed. Apprehend Clem Feeney is a new objective.
Dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. Must have seen it during the war.
We should probably take this guy to jail.
Punk gets about 10 seconds to
I agree, sir.
fucking arms off.
I mean, he's got... there he goes.
Yeah, that's a man who... Oh, great. A chase
He's done
sequence.
something wrong. I mean, obviously he's done multiple things wrong. Like, and now you get to chase him. Like, obviously all the illegal...
God damn it, get after him, Cole.
I am very curious what he actually did, because if this is as open and shut as it seems, where he just like...
Got the stolen jewelry somehow.
He's got a bloody scalpel, but she wasn't stabbed, was he? Or was she?
Spin him out.
No, she was stomped to death and strangled.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, though.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
I wonder, do they know that now? Like,
Strange that he'd leave a trail of
yes,
blood right back to his own market.
That's where I... Yeah.
A lot of them do.
I don't know. I think... I don't know whether he's actually done the murder. It very much seems like he did, but has he done multiple murders? Is he the copycat now? And the first one that we said was a copycat actually wasn't?
I reckon he's not the killer. He's the guy the serial killer is setting up to look like the killer.
Yeah.
Like he's done in other cases.
Clean this asshole off the road.
Okay, good.
This is the fall guy, although he has done something, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's done something fucked up, but I'm thinking he just like found the body and then did some weird shit with it.
Maybe he
Weirdo,
took the
bad person.
Maybe he cut the bracelet off of her wrist.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
This is too easy. I don't like it.
It's like Oscar Mendes, except now we have a better idea of what's going on because we've seen 3 bodies.
Great. Awesome.
I'll pay the fiend a personal visit myself and remind him that crime in this city does not go unpunished.
Okay.
When they finish with him at the receiving
I feel way better about this case than the last one, but I'm still uneasy. Because it can't be...
It was a fun case, but I'm pretty sure that guy was not the killer.
No.
On your way.
Again, there's like a bunch of bad shit going on here.
However, at least it looks like it's all
this
building
camera
up.
shot here. Okay, if he wasn't just gonna take the booze, that would have been like a very like, ha ha ha, they'll never suspect me. But
they'll never suspect me of petty corruption.
That was we did pretty well on that one, I think.
Yep.
5 stars.
Valorous.
To the gas chamber. You may want to... Look, I'm not going to tell you how to do your job, DA, but I'm going to say you may not want to do that one. Because...
I reckon he does want to.
Yeah. Like, if you make him for this murder, then, like, are we accusing him of all the Black Dahlia murders, then?
No, because they remember they were in denial. They don't think, apart from Cole.
Well, they haven't solved the original case.
Connected. No, they haven't. Yeah, it's clearly all building up to a problem.
I think the next case is going to be just like straight up the Black Dahlia murder.
Could be. I guess we better find out by looking for a flashback.
Yeah, flashback seeking. Go.
But as a case, that was a good one.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm back on board with L.A. Noire.
It's a good game. It's a really good
One
game.
of the guys giving it to the dog.
I don't agree with you.
Numbskull, while
it's
you're
fine,
marching.
I guess.
badly beat up. Yeah, they do it then. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh yes, Comrade Scuttlebutt.
How can we fail? Skip with the Shadow leading the show.
Who the fuck is the Shadow?
The Shadow.
Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
That's a fucked up nickname to get.
Oh,
He's
shit.
a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming.
Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch? He's bad juju.
That's enough out of you 3. Bad juju? Where were you dragged
Where
out?
the hell did he
Swamp?
get this rep from? All of a sudden.
this what?
Jeez. The reputation.
He's a weird person. Yeah, he makes an impression on
He very much
people.
is a weird person. That's a good name for a next case, the White Shoe Slaying. Yeah, he's a weird person, but like, he was a very cocky, smarmy asshole coming out of basic, and now apparently he's just like a weird ghost that hovers around people and scares the shit out of them.
And I can kind of see it. Like he's the lieutenant who turns up and like suddenly yells at you for something which most people wouldn't even care about.
I guess,
like
yeah.
It's clearly not exactly a affectionate nickname. They sort of Yeah, I mean, the fact that he speaks Japanese and is clearly smart is helping his men, but the fact that he's a fucking asshole is clearly not.
Yeah.
That's
well.
Very
That's
mixed.
been another thrilling episode of La Noire. We
It
successfully
has.
caught somebody who did something fucked up. I don't know what, but it was bad.
You know what? This
You don't
is better
require
than
a bloody
last time.
scalpel and a necklace that belongs to a murder victim. You don't come by that shit, honestly.
I reckon so far in Homicide, we've got a 2 out of 3 rate of arresting people who at least did something, which is pretty good, right? Oh, you know what? 3 out of 3. Hugo Moller was a domestic abuser. He
Yes.
totally was.
That's the thing where,
just
like,
wasn't a killer, that's all.
I think all of the people that you arrest in the homicide desk did stuff. I just think that none of them are actually homicides. Like, the crimes that they committed were other crimes.
Yeah, it's not even clear what the hell Clem did. Did he cut up the body? I guess. Why? Because he's oh yeah, who knows.
It's also possible that somebody used that room to store shit in. Somebody who, say, worked at a temporary bar job across the street, got into the back room somehow. They were selling alcohol late or whatever, and just stashed some shit there.
That's a bit of a stretch, though, from random has worked at the bar once to put stuff in the back room of a warehouse across the street from it.
I mean, if in this hypothetical, we're dealing with, like, a serial killer mastermind, so...
You'd have to be right about the stalking stuff, basically. Lots of information gathering and planning of crimes for that to work out.
Yeah, and I don't... The fact that there was a note... So, all of the planted evidence, right? And on that planted evidence, there was a note with a combination.
Yeah, like, it was pointing us at Clem. Like, the real killer wanted us to arrest Clem, clearly, and he succeeded. Like, he made him look guilty as hell.
Yeah. The real killer wanted us to, like... So I think it's kind of like a fucked up serial killer test. Like, you see this in dramas, like, very generally bad ones, where, like, the killer has a fucked up test for the cops where, like, if they pick the right option, they get some minor reward, or they confess to a different crime. But, like, the obvious answer there is just, like, we totally could have just arrested the husband and been like, no, you had a bloody shirt. Like, you say that you were in a fight with your brother, but, like, your wife's dead, so...
Yeah, I mean, you could have actually gone straight to talk to Maldonado without even going to the bar, I think.
Yes.
And just arrested him straight off the bat by not knowing anything about anything.
Yeah. If you were a complete idiot that didn't understand how to be a detective, say, if you were Galloway, you could have just, like, been like, yep, done. Done and dusted.
Think it's fair to say that Galloway doesn't understand how to be a detective. He knows the rules of the game he's playing. He's a
not interested in finding the truth. He's interested in just, like, completing his job.
Yeah, he knows how to be a detective, the occupation. I don't think he's necessarily a particularly good detective in terms of solving things.
He's not a good detective in the way that we like to think of detectives as the people who will find the truth. He's a very good detective in that the LAPD is very happy that he does what he does. And I assume the prosecutor's office is also, because he gives them enough evidence to make a conviction. Pretty much no matter what.
Cole Phelps, on the other hand, is a really good detective in terms of he notices problems and works out solutions and goes, I have an idea, and solves mysteries.
Yeah.
But he doesn't fit in, and he's a fuck-up. So it's
Yeah. Well,
some
of the fuck-ups are actually my fault.
Consistency.
He's a reckless driver also. He's a weird... It's this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the worst of his crimes. He's such incredibly...
$10,000 worth of damage on every fucking case he's in. That's a menace to the public.
Someone like that would really last in the police force. Like, you can't just be constantly destroying city property and endangering people in the streets.
There is a camera pointed at my face, and I'm looking directly into it disbelievingly, because, I don't know, have you seen the American Cops lately?
Oh, yeah, actually, they do actually get in high-speed car chases and just destroy things and crash into people.
Well, the high-speed car chases are generally not where their public damage comes from. It's other things. Hey, remember that time that I shot that guy who was running away? And it just, like, immediately failed me, and I was like, hey, what the fuck, man? You give me a cop game and you don't let me do that? Come on. But...
Oh, man, that's not funny.
Yeah, it's really not. Sorry, the way that you said that's not funny was actually very funny to me, so... With that horrible laugh because it hides the tears moment, this has been La Noire. Hopefully the White Shoe Slaying continues this upward trend for a little bit, because pretty soon we're going to get to Vice, and I believe it's downhill from there for me. Goodbye.